Michelle here with Poetry Saved My Life. Today we are continuing our American Poet series. This time we are featuring none other than Edgar Allan Poe. You might have heard of him, right? Um, when you think about Edgar Allan Poe, you probably think about horror, like The Telltale Heart, or The Raven, quoth the Raven nevermore, right? So yeah, I'm sure you've heard of him. And he is or was wonderfully mysterious and wrote a lot of things in a macabre kind of fashion, even horror. He also wrote a lot of really beautiful poems, and we're going to do one of those really beautiful poems today. It is beautifully written, it is sad, it is moving, it is just gorgeous, lovely. I really love it. It is called Annabel Lee. And I wanted to start off with this one just because it's not quite as famous as some of his other ones. And so I wanted to introduce you to something that maybe you haven't heard before. So we're going to start with that one. We will definitely do The Raven on the channel because how could we not, right? But yeah, today we're going to start with Annabel Lee. A little bit of background on Edgar Allan Poe. He was born in Boston, so he was a Bostoner in 1840. And he passed away in Baltimore in 1849. So really young. He was only 40 years old, my age, when he died. He lived a very sad, kind of tragic life, lots of loss, sickness, addiction. So yeah, it wasn't the most happy of times for poor Allan Poe. So yeah, I encourage you to, kind of look up more about him if you're interested. I think he had a, beautiful mind, maybe misunderstood, and um, unfortunately had a lot of tragedy in his life and kind of consumed by addiction. So, pretty tragic story. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's do our poem, Annabel Lee. Annabel Lee. Annabel Lee. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. She was a child, and I was a child in this kingdom by the sea. But we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee. With a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of the cloud by night, chilling my Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. Our love is stronger by far than the love of those who are older than we, of many far wiser than we, and neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down in the sea, can ever dissever my soul from the soul of a beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee, and the stars never rise but I see the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so all the night-tide I lie down by the side of my darling, my life, my bride, in her sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the side of the sea. So, really quite beautiful, right? Um, This poem is, I think, super lovely in the way that it's written. It's got a nice rhythm to it, a nice rhyme with it, a repetitive verse that carries it along to a nice, not too stringent, but nice rhyme, and I like that. Um, it's got a nice, kind of melody to it, which I really like. It's quite heartbreaking. He is talking of this love, this love that is so deep and so pure that the angels in heaven envy them, right? That no one older or wiser, he says, could ever detach our souls. This love was so deep and so pure, right? And because of that, because of this triumphant love that they had that no one could match, because of that, the cloud came and chilled poor Annabel and killed her. So in the poem, he's talking about this love that he lost, right? Tragically, she was killed, and um, now he goes to this sea, this sepulcher or monument by the sea and visits her. He says lays with her night and day, right? Lays with her every night. So now he visits this love in death, an epic love story. I really love it. I think it's very sweet, very beautiful, yet tragic, like most love stories are, right? Romeo and Juliet, much, right? So, yeah. Um, anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know your interpretation of it. Please let me know what you think about Annabel Lee, what you think he was trying to say, what phrases or wording stand out to you in it. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear your thoughts, your feelings, your interpretation of it. Please let me know down in the comments. And if you have any other ideas for whom you'd love to see featured on the channel or what other poems from Poe you'd love to see, please email me at poetrysavedmylife43@gmail.com, and I will do my best to accommodate you by featuring those poems and or poets on the channel. So please do that if you're so inclined. Also, please hit that subscription button, hit that subscribe button, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss The Raven or any other things that we will be featuring from Poe or any of the other poets that we will be doing in the series. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a lovely and poetic day.